family, how's it going? Um, Today I want to talk about staying to yourself, the importance of staying to yourself, and why it's something essential, something everyone should do at least for a month, if not longer. I've been out here on the road by myself for 2 months now, and yeah, I do miss it. I do miss having, someone around, someone to talk to person, like face to face. But at the same time, it's better this way. I can really breathe, like, seriously. Why stay to yourself? I think it's a good idea to stay to yourself for a healthy mindset. You don't want to be around a bunch of toxic people, because let me think of an example. Here it is. Think of your life, think of yourself, your life as a heart. Toxic people, toxic thoughts, toxic mindsets, activities, anything that's negative is literally cancer. It's coming to kill your heart. It's going to stop your heartbeat. Your beat should be consistent. And the second you let something negative, toxic, something that's just not on your side come in, that's when your heart starts. You get what I'm saying? Sorry, there's a glare from my glasses. It's really not helping me focus. Yeah, you want your beat to be consistent. And once you let negative stuff and, things that are really just not for you come in and disrupt that beat, that rhythm that you have going on, you're really just welcoming basically the devil into your life, because that's what he wants. He wants you to be negative. He wants you to have negative thoughts, have a bad attitude all the time. You do that, you pleasing the devil. It comes to the next point. There's 3 points on here. The next point is don't feed the devil. It goes right along with what I just said. You don't want to do things that make the devil happy. You want that dude to be miserable. And I'm not trying to force anyone to believe in the devil or believe in God or anything. This is just how I feel about the whole thing. I don't think the devil's very happy when we're happy. I don't think he jumps for joy when we're doing good for ourselves, or when we have a nice thought about somebody. I think he's really on his high horse once we're like, man, today's a terrible day and I really hate today, I'm ready to go back to sleep. That's when he's happiest. Which brings me to another point. It's not even on this list, but if you think negatively, say today you don't want to go to work, or say last night you were preparing for work the next day, and all that night you were just like, man, I'm going to hate work. Tomorrow's going to be a terrible day. I don't want to go. And you're having all these bad thoughts about work the next day. Yeah, the next day is going to be terrible because you already put it in your head that it's going to be terrible. You've already convinced yourself that it's going to be terrible. So stop manifesting these negative thoughts. Why is this truck on? I could have sworn I turned this truck off last. Oh my God. I had this truck on all night. But yeah. You manifest negative ideas, negative thoughts, it's gonna happen. That's just if something positive happens to you. For example, I didn't think, probably for a good week or two, I really didn't think I could drive this truck solo. And then, I don't know, something just came over me and I started driving, and it was like, man, I got this. It's easy. I don't think I've ever really had to lean on anyone for help. So once I got into the truck for the first couple of days, really, after the first couple of runs, I put it in my head. I was like, yeah, I got this. I'm good. And sure enough, it's been 2 months now and haven't had any issues. But if I would have kept that same mindset of, I can't do this by myself, it's not going to work, I'm going to fail, what if I hit somebody, what if this, what if that, then more than likely I wouldn't have my CDL still. I would probably be out of a job, and I'll probably be back in Delaware. Best place on earth. So don't manifest, and don't think hard on these negative ideas and these negative mindsets and everything. Just be positive if you can. I mean, I don't want to say if you can, because people will take that as, well, that's not who I am, I'm just not a positive person. But at the end of the day, you are a positive person. Everybody has a positive piece of them, I guess. But people are so okay with just being not positive, with just being negative and poor-minded and whatnot, that when it does come, this is not dirt under my nails. I dyed my hair black, so my nails are stained black. Yeah, people get in that mindset of this is who I am and it's not going to change. And once you have that mindset, you're not going to change. It is who you are. But everyone is capable of changing is what I'm trying to say. I keep getting off track because I have a lot in my head. But basically what I'm trying to say is, you're not a negative person. No one is born. No one's born just to be negative. Like, you can't wake up in the middle of the afternoon and expect the day to just be the best day of your life. It's not going to work like that. You got to put in the effort. I can see it in my head. I can see what I want to say right now. But for some reason, it's not coming out of my mouth. And this video is really dragging right now. Let me just, real quick, just 1 second. I don't want to hurt feelings when I say what I have to say. That's why I'm trying to filter it a bit. I have my notes here. I need to just go off of that. Okay. It basically comes down you manifesting it. Like, I'm just a negative person. That's not going to change. This is just how I am. Okay, cool. But you got that stuck in your head. You thinking about it all the time. You already know in the back of your mind, this is who you are. You're not going to change for any reason. That's on you. You're making yourself a negative person. You're making yourself the person that people don't want to be around because of your attitude and how you treat other people, how you talk to other people. That's because of you. You're doing it to yourself. No one wants to be around somebody who's literally negative all the time. Nothing positive ever comes out of their mouth. And when it does, it's always followed by a negative remark. No one really wants to be around. I don't. I surely don't. That's why I have to distance myself from Delaware. I feel like Delaware is a black hole. Like, it's really a black abyss. And it's full of sadness and depression. That's why I can't stay in Delaware. This past week, I told myself I'm going to leave my job. I'm going to just work at Amazon, boom, boom, boom. I don't like being in Delaware. I didn't even leave the house when I was in Delaware this week. I did a couple of times, went to the grocery store, I think. But I didn't really go anywhere. And while I was there, I was really just, like, I was smiling and stuff. I was playing games and, everything else. But I was not happy being there. So I had to leave because I didn't want it to disrupt my peace. Your peace is literally everything. And all of this is why you should distance yourself. Like, I'm giving you example after example after example as to why you should distance yourself. You don't want to be miserable. You don't want to feel like you're depressed or sad or angry. Negative people, negative thoughts, feeding into the devil is literally welcoming toxicity into your life. And when you do that, that's when you know, okay, it's time for me to go ahead and give you guys some space. Sorry, this guy's truck is like going crazy right now. And give you guys some space and back off a little bit, because what they're doing isn't helping you in any way. They're not bettering your life. They're not making your life any easier, any more positive. Is really just not good. At the end of the day, you distancing yourself, you getting rid of all that toxic energy and whatnot, it's all about you. It's all about doing what is best for you in that moment, what's best for you in the long run. You stay around those negative people, you keep having these negative thoughts, you keep feeding into the devil, you're going to, in the long run, you're going to be exactly what they are. Toxic. You're going to have the same mindset that they have. Toxic mindset. Like, I don't feel like it's that hard, but at the same time, it was that hard when I was in it. I was at a point where I didn't get dressed to go outside. I still just barely get dressed to go outside because I drive a truck. But if I'm back home, I will go ahead and put an actual outfit on if I'm going somewhere. It's just the mindset, basically. You don't want to feed into anything negative. You don't want to be around anything negative. I feel like I've said the same thing multiple times, excuse me, but I really do feel like this is really important. Take a month, if you can, especially right now during Corona time. Take a month, maybe 2 months, and just be away from people. Sometimes you need that extra time to just be with yourself, just understand yourself, get to know yourself a little bit better, and then go around those same people again and see how you feel. Once you're by yourself, you are at peace. There's nothing that can really bring you down to where it's just like, man, I'm just so sad and depressed. You are by yourself. You are your peace. If you get by yourself and you still feel a little down, you still feel depressed or anything, that's because you're still in communication with those people or with those things that are making you feel that way. Get away from all of that. Take a time, go to a hotel, just be alone for a while with yourself, with your thoughts, put your phone down. Just chill out. And I promise you, you'll feel a lot better. If you don't feel better, let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video for that too. But if you do, also let me know in the comments. Let me know on Instagram or something. And I'll do a challenge or something. I'm so serious. But I'm out of time. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, follow, subscribe, and share this video. Also, leave a comment and send me an email with any topics that you guys want me to discuss. Taryn, you wanting a pair of Crocs with little coin jewels that spell out your name is not a question. It's also not something that I'm doing. So please send in some serious questions and or topics that you want to discuss. The topics I have now I'm getting from my old email account that I had in high school when I had my YouTube channel back then. And there are really good ones in there. But the person who's emailing me right now, there's one person who keeps emailing me. Please stop. Because you're not saying anything serious. You're not being serious. Thank you.